Coach J setting the franchise record in consecutive double-doubles tonight. What does that say about the dominance that he's had?
I mean, he's been awesome. I can't think of enough adjectives to use to describe him. Just as a human being, as a basketball player, as a teammate, as somebody that I'm fortunate enough to coach, he's just a special person. And, again, with all the ups and downs and roundabouts and, things that have happened, the adversity that this team has seen and fought through, for a guy to just, will himself and his team, a willingness to do whatever it takes to help this team win and survive this while all these things, have been happening, is just special. And he's a unique person, and we're fortunate to have him in our locker room.
Something else that's special is how badly his teammates want it for him as well. What was the reaction like in the locker room?
They lost it. He got the ice bath and everything, but it's a genuine thing, and that's the thing that is most appreciated about this group. It's like they don't care who's getting the opportunities or who's getting the shine or whatever. Whoever's doing their job, they just make sure they celebrate that guy doing their job. And each of our guys is focusing on thriving in their roles, and J.A. is thriving in his role clearly.
Chris?
J.B., we've talked a lot about the fast starts that you guys have gotten off to. What do you feel like is the common denominator with that?
Jared Allen wins the tip, and we get the first possession. We get an opportunity to score first, and then our defense has just been incredible. Our guys have been elite on that end of the floor, and when you are that good the way that they've been, you're going to give yourself a chance to get off to those starts. But I think tonight they had 7 points around the 6-minute mark. That's difficult to overcome. And then when you're getting that amount of stops, the offensive opportunities that we create with the talent that we have on the floor, we have the ability to make them pay.
In what way has Sam Merrill raised your offensive ceiling?
He's just such a weapon that defenses have really, really difficult decisions to make. And not only is he, he's not just a standstill guy, right? You don't know where you're going to find Sam. But if you want to over-rotate, like tonight, they threw him the ball in the corner time and time again, and he was there just to bang out threes. But he takes at least 6 eyes. So when he's moving and screens are being set on him, defenses shift to him. He gets the shot, or somebody else is getting an opportunity to play advantage basketball. Guys that are, like we said, extremely talented offensively.
When you're fully healthy, if you're ever fully healthy, you have a lot of guards, and you've talked about that. So how do you find minutes for somebody like Sam when you get to that point?
We're fortunate that we have guys that are versatile, and we're fortunate that we have guys that can defend multiple positions. Like we talked about earlier, it comes down to matchups for us, and we're not opposed to playing Sam and having him guard bigger guys. So you've got 3 spots there that you can work those guys. And again, if we've got to go to a 4th one, we again got guys who can compete, that we can play 4 smalls around one of our bigs. So, guys have earned minutes. It's not going to be easy, obviously, but I'd rather have this problem.
You good with extending to 11?
If we have to.
Donovan is such an elite scorer, but he's been such a great playmaker over this stretch. 13 assists again tonight. Can you talk about just how good he's been in that role?
Yeah, he understands where we are and what his teammates need, and I think that's something that is understated about Donovan's game. Is he has an extreme empathy for his teammates. He knows he has the ball in his hands. He knows he can, create a shot whenever he wants to. But he's so dedicated to his teammates and making sure that they're successful. He's just doing the job of getting them the basketball when they're open. And again, understanding in a leadership position that he's in, if anybody touches it or gets a great shot offensively, they're going to give you more effort on the defensive end of the floor. He knows if he leads by selflessness, there's nobody else on the floor who can't play that way, right? So, he's assumed the role of the lead facilitator, but he's a guy who's leading his team because he understands what his teammates need and what the team needs as a whole.
I know kind of the emphasis was to this team, I think they averaged 54 points in the paint, held them to 34 tonight. What was working defensively?
I mean, execution and understanding your opponent and the game plan on how to win. We talked about it before the game. We have given up 62 points to them in the paint in our previous 2 games, an average of 62 points. Another 23 free throws because of the attacking and the driving. And if you look at that, that's 85 points of 107 points they've averaged against us. So our guys understood what we needed to do to win, and they went out with precision and executed.